Firstly, I want to apologize for getting this ranking out later than usual after having a busier week. But I think it would be pretty easy to guess that I love this show, since this is being praised by many fans as one of the greatest pay-per-views in company history. And to be honest, I've gone back and forth if this or last year's Double or Nothing is its best. Fantastic matches from top to bottom, to the point where saying the worst match on the card is still great. Everyone killed it in New York that night, whether it was a match or a heel turn. You know it's an all-time great pay-per-view, and one of my only flaws is that I couldn't be there live to see it. I'm Duke from Duke It Out, here to rank every match at AEW Double or Nothing 2026, from its worst to its best. Before I begin, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more great wrestling content. Number 9, Athena vs. Mina Shirakawa. A really good match that got to showcase the talents of both women. But I would be lying if I said that Athena wasn't one of the easiest guesses to win from this entire show. We got some great moments of chemistry between the two, and while in the moment, gave us a couple of convincing moments where Mina could take it. Number 8, Jon Moxley vs. Kyle O'Reilly. Some could deem this too low, and it would be valid. The ring work from both Mox and O'Reilly was really great, but like the previous match, it was almost like waiting for the inevitable win for Moxley. Which is a shame that the injury to Kyle stopped the momentum of Moxley putting him over 2 pay-per-views straight last year. But Mox made sure to make Kyle look like a machine, and they used the methodical pace to validate the respect that each man had for the other by the end. A good match, just suffered that it's on one of the best cards of the year. Number 7, Tekla vs. Hikaru Shida vs. Chris Statlander vs. Jamie Hayter. One of the best matches from Tekla's reign so far, mainly because the extra amount of competitors brought out more unpredictability, including some moments like Hikaru Shida turning on Statlander. Hayter did a great job bringing in the good running spots, and Tekla got to further show off her terrific charisma. All 4 of them really did take advantage of the stipulation and had a lot of great moments that everyone was a part of. Number 6, Will Ospreay vs. Samoa Joe. Another way to figure out how good this show was, when the Ospreay match is number 6. And it's still a fantastic match. Immediately kicking things into gear with an amazing shot of Ospreay going for the Os Cutter while Pyro was still going off, and they kept that adrenaline for the rest of the match. At a faster sprint than we're used to seeing these guys, it was constant moments of brilliant maneuvers, counters, or simply knowing Ospreay is living out his TNA fanboy dream. Joe got some awesome moments as well, whether it was him kicking ass or one of his best nope spots in recent memory. And Ospreay gave some terrific moments that we've got to know from him, but did a great job sprinkling that Death Rider mentality throughout. Number 5, Jericho, The Elite, and the Hurt Syndicate versus The Demand, Andrade El Idolo, Mark Davis, and the Dogs. It can't be Double or Nothing now without a stadium stampede or anarchy in the arena. And this stampede was fun as hell. From the Tarantino opening credit entrance with Kenny coughing from cigar smoke, which made me laugh my ass off, Shelton Benjamin being able to showcase how amazing he is, the really funny cameos from Satnam Singh, Luchasaurus in a wig, and Tommy Invincible of all people, Jack Perry literally trying to kill Mark Davis, and everything else in between was some wonderful carnage. You could say this was a match from the mid-card, and if that's true, what a hell of a lineup. Terrific combination of impressive abilities with some simply hilarious and entertaining moments, including Jericho making the best of not breaking a table earlier and using it in post-match to tribute Sabu. Number 4, Darby Allin vs. MJF. This main event was very unpredictable, not only with how it would be, but along with who would win, especially after that awesome pre-show promo with Mick Foley. Both Darby and MJF took their history since AEW's first day and used it to tell an amazing story. The moment where both of them are staring at each other from across the ring, seeming to settle in how far both have come, is such a great example on what makes pro wrestling so special. Darby really sold all of the pain of his weekly defenses, although he might not have needed to sell, and MJF really showed the desperation to keep his hair a bit more than winning the Triple B back, whether it was constant headlock takeovers or some brutal spots. The closing act was a bit longer than I expected, but that isn't really a flaw. And it was a great end to the short but phenomenal title reign from Darby Allin, including great build-up for Kevin Knight's heel turn. Number 3, FTR vs. Cage and Cope. I was guessing this closer would be a ladder match, But I forgot that Cage and Cope developed a history with I Quit matches in AEW. And this one was my definite favorite of the feud. FTR really showing off their simple irritation along with great heel brutality. My favorite wrestler Copeland did some great selling and terrific adrenaline every time he hopped back into play. But Christian really stole this match. From using pliers to Dax's nose and Cash's wheelers, and with a match that has some amazing extreme moments and great storytelling, Christian's alternative ways of saying I quit, especially him saying he banged their mothers, is my highlight of the match. Then you've got some great interference moments with Beth causing Stokely to go through a flaming table, and getting to see Cope and Cage as tag team champions for potentially the final time is a wonderfully bittersweet ending to an awesome action-packed finale to this feud. Number 2, Swerve Strickland versus Bandito. I was really debating on which match to have at number 1, because a good amount of the most pop-worthy spots of the show were from this match. When Swerve stood on Bandito's shoulders for the house call, I was f***ing stunned. And not just that one spot. Bandito was consistently impressive as hell. When you think he can't bring more out of his repertoire, he'll do a beautiful counter from a sunset flip to a Hurricane Rana. And Swerve would counter to it with either skill, extra aggression, or both. Their back and forth chemistry was a lot better than I was thinking it would be. And I was already expecting an awesome match. With the Owen Hart Cup just beginning, I could see this remaining as the match of the tournament. Or at least until the final. And number 1, Kazuchika Okada versus Konosuke Takeshita. While we got a great match from them at World's End, this was the Okada vs. Takeshita match that AEW fans had been dying to see. Shown from the opening bell ringing, and the crowd was already losing their minds. And they took the years of buildup between the two and kept further showing it in their moves. Okada having some terrific counters along with great heel charisma and selling. Takeshita really brought the fire to the pace, heavily selling how much further he was fighting on his terms and not the Don Callis family's, and brought awesome adrenaline whenever he started to take the advantage. And it collided to both of them trying to stay at the top of their game back to back. From kickouts at 1 to Takeshita's awesome spot catching Okada first with the Rainmaker. The clean finish was also a great shock, and makes them tied up in wins, so a third match seems inevitable. And with the return of Kyle Fletcher post-match and them kicking Takeshita out of the family, I'm really pumped for what it all equals out to. Likely more match of the night and year contenders. So that was my ranking for Double or Nothing 2026. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and duke out your pay-per-view opinions in the comments below.